for the fourth and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be a fun one, Matty V. We're getting a chance to look at a guy right now that's having a breakout year. As a matter of fact, he's got a shot to be the NL Rookie of the Year. He's put it together quickly in a short period of time.
Here's Chris Owings now. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Colorado, the shortstop, Chris Owings.
Now here's the first offering.
First pitch, 111.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, and it's grounded just foul down the line. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 7 homers and 29 driven in. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. German Marquez will be on the mound for game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
So now here is Jurickson Profar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Jurickson.
Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. These Rockies guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's been such a consistent performer this year, and coming in, he's right up there in the National League leaders in hitting. I love watching this guy play. I hope he puts on a show in this game.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Previous history with German Marquez. He's just 2 for 9. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But this is foul for the first strike.
Defense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Hilliard able to track it down for 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still no score. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And now the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind an account at times.
And that one yanked just foul. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And 2 quick outs here in the second. So here's Michael Chavis now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch on its way. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Myers is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Manny Machado now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Manny Machado.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Tapia is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch.
Batting fifth, the
first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Boy, this is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turnaround.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he can go pretty deep into this one.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. And now here is Will Myers. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Previous history with German Marquez, comes in with 6 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hilliard is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The batter will be Sam Hilliard. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
0-1 count and the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
This ball's in the air now out to right field. Myers is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings. And you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. So the next to bat will be Garrett Hampson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Hampson is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Elias Diaz the next to hit, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. That will bring up Austin Nola, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Nola, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Stepping in now, Brian O'Grady, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Hampson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Chris Owings. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. Two players that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box, Raimel Tapia, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Tapia is retired. 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 19.
Next to dig in, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the first pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Darvish pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back to the top of the order now, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Slow grounder to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Jake Cronenworth is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded to first. Right to him. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Late square, and this is popped up. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting, third baseman.
And in steps Manny Machado. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Guys, it's awesome how the Padres always do such a great job honoring the United States military, isn't it?
Yeah, teams around the league show a lot of appreciation for the various military branches, but with San Diego being one of the biggest military towns in the country, this organization has always been one of the best at saying thank you for everything those men and women do. Every Sunday game, and they've been doing it for years, they're up there getting a chance to take in a ball game.
Yeah, and how cool is that? It's really become a staple of what this Padres organization.
Meanwhile, here the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising, first 2 outs are super quick, little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Runner breaks for third. He swings and misses. Throw down. Throw won't get him.
You know, catchers don't work on throwing to third quite as much as they do to second. And I'm sure he's not too happy with himself about that one. A good throw might have got him, but that one just sailed on him a bit.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Blackman on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Padres lead 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. C.J. Cron, who's retired to kick off the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In now, Josh Fuentes, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Michael David.
In now for Colorado, Michael Chavis, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. First pitch of the AB now.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Stays alive, still 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 0-2 pitch. And my goodness, this. How about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Halfway home, still no score. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with HotWhELS61904's.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Hosmer around first, on his way to second now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category as his total is currently tops on the Padre Ball Club. Now at the plate here is Will Myers. Flew out last time up. From the belt, the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
In the dirt here. Hosmer leads off second with nobody out. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
One down with a runner at second, and that brings up Austin Nola. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the stretch. A swing and a ground ball to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So now to the plate, Trent Grisham. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Late square, and this is popped up. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. 6th inning coming up. Still zip to zip.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a
New inning set to get underway, and now digging in will be Sam Hilliard.
The left fielder.
First offering, and that swung on and missed for strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Right there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Next up is Elias Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. On to the bottom of inning number 6. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Brian O'Grady.
Designated hitter.
First delivery to him.
O'Grady.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
1-1.
I ain't mad at you right there. I understand. He's trying to get the offense going right there. Wasn't able to execute, but nice thought process.
Behind 0-2 now. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Anytime you're battling, the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
O'Grady on at first, nobody out. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. In time, and he is nailed at second.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
At the plate now is Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And now the first pitch. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We are still scoreless. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Chris Owings. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Stepping in once again is Raimel Tapia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game. But from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that.
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Tatis Jr., a hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Here it comes.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Slider laid off for a ball. Left center, base hit.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, to keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Manny Machado is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. He's running. Pitches a called strike. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing the bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Padres go down quietly, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And now in the box, Josh Fuentes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider to count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider's still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And the term pitcher's duel doesn't even do justice to what we've had here so far. As you can see on the graphic, 2 dominating performances and 2 shutouts to this point from our 2 starters. Michael Chavis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Here's another 0-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Sam Hilliard.
So now into the box is Sam Hilliard. He flew out in his last AB. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's well fouled.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there.
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Still no score. Here's Will Myers, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire.
Now
sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And now the first pitch. The 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning. And that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 count, the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box.
And they swept the tag on him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We are still scoreless. So stepping in is Garrett Hampson. No hits to this point.
Number 1.
Mark Melanson will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Mark
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
At the plate, Elias Diaz. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
with 0.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Chris Owings. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the wind, the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Into the windup with the 0-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Yency Almonte enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Brian O'Grady.
The designated hitter,
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here's the 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Jurickson Profar swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Up next, Jake Cronenworth. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him. The 0-1 offering. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it is. Skied into very shallow right. Blackman is under it. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we still have no score. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now.
The right fielder, number 19.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And there are two away now.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, CJ.
Here's C.J. Cron now, and he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Swing and miss, strike one. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Ready with the 1-2. Popped him up. Nola is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rockies strand one. Still no score. Into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The first pitch. Manny Machado stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. The 0-1. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? They'll go to the bag for one.
Things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion. That's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 final score. Mark Melanson wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted Inside the Show with your host.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum tonight. An exciting interleague matchup of first-place clubs between the San Diego Padres and the Oakland A's. Interleague baseball comes your way next. Frankie Montes will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's a real good two-seam fastball. You'll know if it's good because he'll have good run and sinking action to his arm side. He'll throw it to all four quadrants of the plate, and he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
Now into the box, Tommy Pham. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. Two first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
And another throw over. Pham gets his lead at first, nobody out. And again a throw. A dive, but he's back. And he takes strike two. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they can't get to strike him out and throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. One out and a runner on second base. Check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
The 1-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. One out and a runner on third. And he's bunting here with two strikes, but this ball will get foul, and that idea didn't pan out. And in steps Manny Machado, hoping to perhaps move up that RBI leaderboard, currently sitting 10th in the National League. And now the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Padres lead 1, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point. And I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200 K club for the year.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Found a range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one sent foul. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jonathan Solano.
Next, it'll be Donovan Solano. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the pitch. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now here's the pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The windup and the 0-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate that people didn't know, Nolan Arenado, and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Will Myers is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a 1 single. Next up, Austin Nola, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw. And he'll dive back in. Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Hit on the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Padres go down quietly. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Half of the second set to go, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olsen.
Fans, it's getting close to back-to-school time here at the ballpark. But there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available. Or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to center field. Back goes Grisham at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a gold glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 281 the average entering play. 28 home runs and 79 RBIs. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. Got him. The plate now is the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And to hit will be Trent Grisham.
Moving off to San Diego, the center fielder, number 2, Trent.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
A swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there, looking at the replay.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Pham. He singled in his first AB. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Rounded down the third baseline. Over to first, and that retires the side. Padres down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brings up Chad Pinder. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pinder is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
And another foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 9, the right fielder.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
Pitch on the way. Popped up, back behind second. Cronenworth is under it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Runs up and gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Very weakly on the ground. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Starting to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Here's Elvis Andrus now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Fans, since 1980, Make-A-Wish has granted life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Children who have wishes granted build the emotional and physical strength needed to fight their medical conditions. To help and support our cause, please visit us online at HotWhELS.org.
Comes now to Andrews.
Outside, that's the ball.
Andrews, the former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Throws in time, and that's out number one. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Now at the plate, Donovan Solano. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Grisham charging forward, and he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with HotWhELS.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Eric.
First pitch on its way. Eric Hosmer stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Will Myers.
Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
1 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
And a dive, but he's back in. That'll bring up Austin Nola. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
The batter, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
So now to the plate, Trent Grisham, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set. Here's the 0-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
To the plate now, Brian O'Grady. He'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. O'Grady leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. He struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Middle of the night at the Coliseum. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's HotWhELS61904's.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The first baseman.
All right, thanks, Heidi. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman.
The third baseman. Matt.
He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding forward now is the DH, Mitch Moreland. As a look, now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. And this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Austin Allen is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Ball and a strike.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. A's strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. And now, Jake Cronenworth. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And no surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and getting another look at it, I'm still not sure. This may be a tough challenge decision here.
Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Padres have elected to challenge.
All right, one last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw. This challenge.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned as the batter
For the first pitch, a check at first. Runner's back. Another look to first. The tag, and he is out. Here's Manny Machado now. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep into the concrete staircases and gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado, the 248th of his career, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As it's grounded sharply to first. Fielded cleanly. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. Well, the Padres add one thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's now 3-0 San Diego. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
And a good throw gets him one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. First pitch coming, here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. Grisham is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 22.
And stepping in, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
So here's Will Myers. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Starting to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Myers awaiting the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Into the box, Austin Nova. He swings and misses, throw down. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Well, the difference between a caught stealing and a stolen base is often pretty small, and that was a really good example. If that throw didn't make the fielder reach across his body a little bit, I think he could have been out.
Yeah, Dan, the throw wasn't all that bad, but it did end up a little more on the third base side of the bag, and that may have been the difference. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with 1 away. Trent Grisham will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. The 0-1 pitch. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
To 1-2 now. From the stretch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer. Warm it up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're off.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Padres 4 and the A's nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Donovan Solano. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the AB now. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. And foul. Bouncer up the middle. And there's one down now.
Now that
couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy hitting on a ground out. Now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman. And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minute.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Now the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. In the air, down the line and left. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Manny Machado will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Tatis, the runner at second with 1 away. Runner goes for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Men on third with 2 down. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in is the DH, Mitch Moreland. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Mark Melanson is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 33, Mark Melanson.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
0-1, here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Batter will be Austin Allen. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering, weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Count now a ball and a strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Sent out to straightaway center field. Grisham is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 4-0. Lou Trevino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Will Myers. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. And a bunt attempt here to kick off the 9th. Strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next,
stepping up is Austin Nola, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Takes this the other way to right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
The center fielder, number 2.
Stepping in now, Trent Grisham. And he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Runner at first following the error. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Brian O'Grady. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is popped up. Andres is there. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Padres lead 1. They lead it 4-0. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Pomeranz, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball one.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
1-1. It's taken for strike two. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was great all night long.
Matty D, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
And it's another king. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Next up for the A's, Donovan Solano. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, I know, Matty. It's been a really nice run for him, and hey, it's not over yet. You know he's as motivated as anybody to make something happen right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 4-0 to score tonight. San Diego used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Mike Clevenger records the victory, his 13th of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. So that's a wrap here tonight for at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 4 runs, 12 hits.
Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these and this money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting, telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grand. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the San Diego Padres and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air. Next. Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
And now in the box, Tommy Pham. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. 2 first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. Late square, and this is popped up. Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third.
A chance now to give you a look at the Padres' starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And in steps Manny Machado. He went deep in the contest last night. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they throw up the stop sign at third as they decide to play it safe with 2 away.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
So here's Will Myers entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here's the first pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Padres. Now at the plate, here is Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, taking a look at the research packet and now taking a look at the lineup. This team has to know one thing. Do not make this a bullpen game. They have to attack the starter, be aggressive in the early innings, and try and manufacture a few runs. because if this becomes a bullpen game, they are in trouble. They have monsters lurking behind those walls.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Right side. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up.
That is good.
Next to hit is Matt Chapman. Entering play, he's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here.
Yeah, he's not driven in many over the last 10 games, though. We'll see if he can pick some up in this one. He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that one.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Hayes strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding forward, Trent Grisham, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. First delivery to him. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Austin Nova is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on Show Track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Here's Jurickson Profar on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. A dozen home runs and 44 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. First pitch of the AB on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down, and he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. At the plate, Jake Cronenworth. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So now it's Mark Hanna, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First offering.
0-1.
curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Fouled off.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
That's a ball.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mark Canha becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. And that brings up Chad Pinder. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 0 for 5. Now the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
1-1's the count.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Pinder, originally from the state of Virginia, he was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Batting it, the right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
2 down, no one on base. And up next, the outfielder, Steven Piscotty. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead, get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. A's are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
First pitch on its way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Line to left. Pinder settles under it, and there's one gone.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. A base hit in his first trip. Now here's the pitch. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 4, Will.
Here's Will Myers. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Padres down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. And next to hit is the catcher, Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Myers on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. at first. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling good.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up Trent Grisham.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now to the plate, Austin Nola, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Base hit into right center. Like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. Chapman brings it in. Solano for 1. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Donovan Solano. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Through 4, Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Pitch on the way. Right side, but it's well foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Laureano is right there, 1 down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the center fielder. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well, all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And the runner's breaking for third. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off the second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Padres will jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he is out on the tag. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the A's, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
Pitch coming. Here it is. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. The guy's swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, P-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
0-2 home. Kenna aboard here at first with nobody out. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Right to him. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelet. Striding in is Stephen Piscotty, trying here to plate the tying run from second. And that's in there for strike one. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Stephen Piscotty becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1. Cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So here is Will Myers, 0 for 2 with a line out and a pop out. First delivery to him. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now that
prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back in standing. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Andrus relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied at 1-1. Here's Elvis Andrus now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The shortstop, Elvis.
Now here's the first offering. This for Machado down at third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings. And you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor. 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Donovan Solano is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Hosmer is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, the first baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The A's strand 1. Still tied 1 apiece. That'll bring up Austin Nola. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch of the AB now. No balls and 1 strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Dan, it seems like they've had his number all game long.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
So now to the plate, Jurickson Profar. He grounds it sharply to third. And that's out number 1. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the back, the pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eric Hosmer is second out in the 7th inning. So next to bat will be Tommy Pham. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Score remains tied. Now it'll be Matt Chapman. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Chapman.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Pham arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mark Cannon. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Craig Stammen will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate now, Chad Pinder. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Sergio Romo is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Now here's the first offering, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
The next 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Throw down to first, 1 away. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
1 run, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
Standing in now, Manny Machado. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a high throw there, but a good recovery at first as he comes down with his foot on the bag, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 2-1 Friars. That'll bring up Stephen Piscotty, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch. Grounded to short. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. In at the plate is Sean Murphy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. In there for strike 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail it here 2-1. Trevor Rosenthal enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Rosenthal's ready. Here's the first pitch. Trent Grisham runs up as if to bunt and missed it. Strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now back, catcher, Austin Nola.
Next to hit, Austin Nola has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Well, on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Now at the plate is Ramon Laureano. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Drew Pomeranz enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpenners look sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Donovan Solano, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. No offer at that point. It's a cold strike.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but they didn't bite him.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Last strike now for Oakland. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. the San Diego Padres with their 90th win, best in the division. Craig Stammen gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Drew Pomeranz hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Joe Musgrove, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So now into the box is Tim LeCastro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Tim LeCastro.
Here's the first pitch.
First pitch, 7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, have got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throb.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Hero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Myers gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Gallen, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Now here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at him, man. The throw to first. Safe. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
First things first, here's a throw over. Back in standing. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. 0-1, here it comes. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Runner at second here with one man out. Runner's on his way to third. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes another 0-2. And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set and the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1 down the third baseline. Base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Padres will jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ketel Marte as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. First offering. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Into right field, that's a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up the middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Marte on at first. Nobody out. Fouled off.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Behind 0-2 now. Down the first baseline. And Hosmer won't be able to get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 8 home runs and 29 driven in.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the out.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that'll cure being down by a run. Big 2 RBI base hit right there, D-Row, to give his team the lead.
Yeah, he flipped the script on that one, Dan. They were losing by 1. Huge knock right there. Hopefully the pitcher goes out and attacks.
The average coming in, 257. 7 homers and an even 40 RBIs. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stephen Vogt is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Vogt's in a hole, 0-2 to him.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. D-backs lead it 2-1. Here's Will Myers. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And now the first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun. I feel one of the most underrated ball players in all the game. Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there. Just got a nice feel for the game.
He'll enter play here at 293. A dozen home runs and 34 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go Gretz bench.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these are one of those road trips where you feel like you're actually playing at home. No offense to the home crowd, but they're going to travel well. Not difficult for the fans to get in their car, hit a highway, pick up 2 tickets.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Tim LeCastro. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back, left fielder, David Peralta.
Digging in next, David Peralta hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still lead it 2-1.
We're back now as the Padres prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average. And talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to bat, Brian O'Grady. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Calhoun on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the 1st out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So with 1 away, a reminder that Padres baseball continues all season long on the show as you get a look there at what's on tap for the Friars over the next 7 days. Next, it'll be Tommy Pham. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. He's set. Here it comes. Runner going a second time. Hit swung on and missed the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Pham leads off second with one gone in the inning. And the runner's breaking for third. Swinging a ball hard hit toward deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's Manny Machado now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Two out with the man at first. running. That evens it up 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. Padres lead it 3-2. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ketel Marte. First pitch of the AB now.
No, that's low.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately. It all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Next, here is Christian Walker, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Skied into very shallow right. Coming in is Myers, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, after that hit right there, Giro, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
So stepping in is Cole Calhoun. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Now here's the first offering. Walker at second with 2 down. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And the pitch. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Weak chopper to the left side. Now another 0-2. On the ground, softly towards second. Right to him. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
1 away, and here's the 2013 American League Rookie of the Year, the power-hitting Will Myers. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Scooped up for the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're up 3-2. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with HotWhELS61904's.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The designated hitter. And Hugo Cabrera.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 coming. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
In now, Stephen Vogt. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 0-2 once more. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, second baseman, Tim LeCastro.
So next to hit is Tim LeCastro. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail 3-2. Jurickson Profar digs in next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The center fielder, Jurickson Profar.
First delivery to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Marte is right there, 1 down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Stepping in next, Brian O'Grady flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Tommy Pham. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Now here's the pitch. First pitch cut, and it's by him for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Digging in will be Nick Ahmed. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Down the left field line and hard hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Soft liner to the left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ketel Marte, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Myers is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready now is Christian Walker. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. set. And the 1-2. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. One left for Arizona. They're down 3-2.
I don't wear a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a clean house. Do you think this is a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name?
Now to the plate, here is Jake Cronenworth. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ahmed stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Next to stand in is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And now the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch on its way. Manny Machado is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Peralta. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Padres lead it 3-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and set to go as the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Bounce down the third baseline. 1-2 now.
Count is 1-2.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Calhoun.
1 gone down the Arizona 7th, and that will bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And right into the shift. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. Padres on top, 3-2. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. And he got him.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Austin Nova is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Escobar is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 10, Derek Bell.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and it remains. And now here is Stephen Vogt. He'll start us off in the 8th. Mark Melanson is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
That's good.
First offering. In there, no balls and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A ball and 2 strikes now. Just hung in there on that one. Melanson looks in. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. try again, 1-2. Got him swinging on the split finger pitch, and that's out number 1. And both starters have been in form. 3-2 our scores. We give you a look at the starter comparison for these two opposing pitchers. So now here is Tim LaCastro. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Strike 1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Ryan Buchter is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So now to the plate, Brian O'Grady. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. From the stretch. Late square, and this is popped up. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
And quickly, there are 2 away. Next to dig in, Jake Cronenworth. He flew out in his last AB. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Calhoun, and that one is gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's given the Padres a 4-2 lead.
You know, that's a huge home run at this point in the game. When you can tack on an extra run heading into the 9th, it's a big confidence boost to the whole team and pretty demoralizing to the opposition.
Stepping in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Oh, not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Number 13.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Machado now on 0-1. Now a throw over, and the runner back. Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. And that's the third out. The Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. And the Friars have doubled up. They lead it 4-2. Stepping in once again is David Peralta.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
Drew Pomeranz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
Pomeranz into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
To the plate now, Ketel Marte. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
At the plate now, Christian Walker, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Arizona down to its last strike. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Arizona, good night.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
4-2 the final score tonight. San Diego led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Joe Musgrove records the victory, his 13th of the year. Zach Gallen takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Drew Pomeranz wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego